Hello lovelies, I am going bananas here. Can you hear the sound in the background? For me it's really loud. As I said, there's another floor being put on our house and there's drilling being going on for the last few days, all day. The builders are just having their lunch break, so I thought, right, this is my chance to do a bit of filming. I can hear their radio blasting up there. I actually had a completely different plan for today. I was going to do some film. I had some filming scheduled because I'll be going away in 2 days for 4 days where I can't really film anything. So I was going to do some pre-filming, which due to the drilling, I couldn't do now. So we're just going to have to make the most of the situation, and whatever I was filming today, I'm going to have to postpone that to some other time, to when I'm back from my travels. And today we'll just have a chilled, because there's no other chance. The only thing I can do is flee from here, which I'm going to do now. I'm going to grab a book. Aha, book haul. I do have quite a few books on my to-do list. I did start reading again more than I used to during lockdown, because I had a phase before lockdown where I would have phases where I would read and then phases where I wouldn't read. I could imagine lots of people have that. My dog's down here, Darcy. Do you want to say hi, Darcy? There he is. Look, hasn't he grown? Look at the big boy. Look at the big boy. Look at that big boy. Look there, Darcy, there. Camera. Oh, camera. Camera, look, camera. Say hi. Say hi to the viewers. Oh, don't slap me in the face. Wait, hang on. Oh, I know how to do this. Wait. I'm prepared. Oh, look, aren't we a beauty? So I had a phase where I wouldn't read so much, but started reading again a little bit more during lockdown. I do have phases though where I tend to have quite a few books on my to-do list, on my to-read list, like right now. I'm not quite sure what order I'm going to read them in, because I'm in the mood equally for all of them, so I can't really decide which one to continue with. But maybe you have some tips for me. Maybe you've read one of them, and what doesn't make it easier is that those books are very different. It's not like I'm the classic novel reader or the classic whatever. I do love Jane Austen. That's why Darcy is Darcy and not Sherlock or whatever, because yeah, Mr. Fitzwilliam Darcy, I just had to. So anyway, where was I? Yes, I do love Jane Austen, and I have recently read 2 or 3. I don't know, what did I read? I read Lady Susan, I read Pride and Prejudice, and I read Emma. I just grab them every now and again, and I do continue to read them. So nevertheless, I have a few different ones now, and the ones I have on my to read list at the moment are all quite different. This is the one I'm reading at the moment. It's The Tricky Art of Coexisting by Sandy Toksvik. How to behave decently no matter what life throws your way. Lovely so far. I'm roughly halfway through. Really enjoying it. Just hadn't had the time the last 2 days to pick it up. But it's lovely. Actually, for anybody starting out in society, or maybe is not sure about manners in a certain area, this is actually a very practical book. I wanted to read something by Sandy Toksvik, and it had really good reviews, so I thought, so I went for that one, not knowing would be actual instructions, but nevertheless, it is good to review some things, isn't it? Can never do any harm. Right, that's what I'm reading at the moment. Like I said, my to-read list it's got 5 books on it at the moment. I somehow think there's more, and I feel like I've forgotten 1 or 2 or 3, but I couldn't find them right now. So I did tidy out half of the bookshelf a few days ago. Yay! You know, when you finally get that one project done you've been wanting to do for ages. Fatima Faheen Mirza, A Place for Us. I've had this for quite a while, to be honest. I don't know why I have not started reading this yet. I really badly want to read this. It's got such good reviews. It's by the publishing house Hogarth. It was selected for Hogarth by Sarah Jessica Parker, whose book recommendations I love. I've read quite a few of the books she's recommended, and enjoyed them every time, and this was one of them, and I don't know why I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. Yes, but she does occasionally post on, I follow her on Instagram, and she does read a lot, or she seems to read a lot. And whenever she talks about books, you can see the sparkle in her eyes, and she does have very good book recommendations. The next one I only bought recently, Midnight Library, Matt Haig. Still haven't read it, but it seems to be one of those books one should have read. So many people seem to have read it. I haven't yet, so I will. It's on my to-read list. Next one is The Descent of Man by Grayson Perry. Oh, look there, I love Grayson Perry, Sandy Toksvik. Oh, cross-reference. But I remember hearing about it and thinking, ooh, I want to read that, and ordering it like pretty much right away. So this is on my to-read list. This one, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I only got that recently, and it says celebrating 20 years as the #1 personal finance book of all time. 20 years. Where was I all that time? 20 years. When I heard about that for the first time, some point during lockdown, 2 years ago, I think, I thought, oh, interesting, a new book, like, oh, maybe that will teach me about money, and maybe there's something I can actually learn from that. Yeah, apparently it's been around for 20 years. So that's on my to-read list. Finance book, my first finance book ever. I also heard of Financing for Dummies, which I'd love to read, but which I couldn't get when I went looking for this one. And I thought one is enough to start with, so I went for this one. Yes, and the other one by Dr. Julie Smith, Why Has Nobody Told Me This Before? Dr. Julie Smith is a psychologist and does great life explanation videos on Instagram. Love her little videos. Now I don't have anxiety or anything like that, but it does say, look, everybody, what does it say? Everyday tool. I can't read backwards and on camera, hang on. The problem is the light is reflecting white, but everyday tools for life's ups and downs. There you go. It only just came out. It was only just released a few months ago. Check her out, Dr. Julie Smith. Check her out on Instagram. Lovely lady. Yay! So this is also on my to-read list. So a psychology book. Autobiography by Grayson Perry, Midnight Library, Place for Us, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and The Tricky Art of Coexisting by Sandy Toksvik. So which one do I go for next? Really don't know. That was the book review so far. So let's grab a book and go for coffee. Down, 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 down. Good boy, well done, well done. So I've just got back in from going to Starbucks and running some errands. I had to go to the post office, things like that. I have about 45 minutes now, which is just enough to eat some food and watch an episode of Taskmaster. I really fancy that now. I treated myself today. Subway is slightly underrated, I think, and I never think of them, but I went past the street today where we have Subway, so got myself a... Yeah, seeing this is a problem, I always forget what I ordered there. Chicken, ham and bacon melt? Something, ham and bacon, something melt. And a, that's in here, a raspberry cheesecake cookie and a drink. And I'll put on an episode of Taskmaster and just put my feet up for a bit and enjoy that. It looks delicious, but I have no idea what's in it. Yum. Very good. Would order that again if only I knew what it was. That sandwich from Subway was delicious. Again, I don't know what was on it, but it was good. It was some kind of, I think I remember bacon ham melt, but I think it was bacon ham melt, but there was something else on it as well. It was three things. It was bacon and ham melt, I think. Well, and here is my cookie. It's the raspberry, it said raspberry cheesecake. I hope it's just a plain raspberry white chocolate cookie. Very good. I'll enjoy that now and just watch the end of Taskmaster. If you don't know the show Taskmaster, I can highly recommend. It's really, really funny. Celebrity comedians, English comedians, have to do basically pointless tasks. It's hosted by Greg Davis and Alex Horne as his assistant, as his sidekick, and it's really funny. I think my favourite season so far, I think that was season 4 or 5, is the one with Sally Phillips. It's hilarious. Sally Phillips and Aisling Bea in one. And then there's another season with Joe Lycett, Noel Fielding and Mel Giedroyc. Hilarious, absolutely hilarious. If you need a good laugh, go and check it out. Right, I'll be enjoying my cookie now, and that's going to be it for today. Going to take a bath later on. I think I might take a bath later on. It's one of those days. But I do have to figure something out about all the noise from the building upstairs. No idea how I'm gonna do the film. Like, I don't mind the odd hammering and sort of rummaging around up there. It's just the drilling that goes right through anything, that nothing else is possible. Thinking, working, speaking, nothing. I had the TV on yesterday, couldn't hear it. As it was on the loudest setting, could not hear it. So there's no point in doing anything at home as long as they're drilling. So to relax a bit and to recover from that, I think I'll have a bath tonight, and that will be it from me for today. So just a short little vlog. I hope you enjoyed anyway. Little book review today, and I'll see you next time, and I'll make sure that I can film something proper. Bye bye and take care. Stay well and healthy wherever you are, and stay happy.